This is Fairlyn. She enjoys school, excels at math, and wants to be an accountant. She helps her mom around the house, enjoys teaching her little sister, and playing with her baby brother. She is also poorer than most of us can imagine. This is Fairlyn's family in a very remote part of the Philippines. They live in a lean-to, which they don't own, have no electricity, have to walk several hundred yards to get water from a well, and often don't have enough to eat. For over 2 years, I've been sponsoring Fairlyn through Unbound, helping ease the poverty a bit and supporting that goal of becoming an accountant. Unbound is an international nonprofit headquartered in the United States, serving impoverished individuals throughout South America, Africa, and Asia. Unbound's pathway is to provide financial assistance, education, support, and a variety of tools to help children and elders move from surviving to thriving. The process is simple. As a sponsor, you choose a child, youth, or elder to form a special relationship with on their journey towards self-sufficiency. By exchanging letters and photos, you get to know your sponsored friend and develop a personal relationship. You provide financial support on a monthly basis, which the families learn to use according to their priorities and needs. Your sponsored friend also becomes part of the Unbound community, accessing support and resources. The majority of funding is used toward education, food, and housing. The question people often have is there really a need? On my recent trip to the Philippines, I saw the need firsthand. I've traveled to many third world countries, but the poverty level in the Philippines, it's pretty extreme. Houses like this line the roads, providing little protection from torrential rains and often deadly typhoons. This is the walkway back to 2 of the 3 homes I visited while there. Nothing fancy, you can see. These homes are tightly clustered together. Here's the home of a family of 4 who have lived in this space for 34 years. The bottom level is about the size you actually see here, approximately the square footage of my master bedroom closet. They've done their best to make it cheerful. The upstairs is the same size and sleeps the 4 of them. This family is joyous, though, because Unbound has been sponsoring their young son for several years. Here is the walkway to another home I visited, even smaller than the first. Like many homes and my own sponsored child's home, all of these people are squatters. They do not own the land, so they have no agency over their futures. Most have no running water, and some have no electricity. The only part of the home you do not see in the next video is the upstairs sleeping quarters and the part behind me, which is a hot plate. We are in Rizal, Antipolo, and I am at John Mark's house. He is an Unbound graduate, and his mother we just saw. Hi. And they have the family. How many did you say lived here with your family, John Mark?
2 families po. Then I have 2 siblings, then my older brother.
Okay.
Your family is living here in one house.
In the one house. So it's an upstairs, downstairs, and they have a cat and a dog too. And we've had a lovely visit.
Thank you for.
And like
Thank
also,
you very much for visiting my house.
oh, look at you! So how does Unbound help these families? I was impressed to see their strategies and planning rival those of any corporate strategic plan. Each sub-project starts with a vision and a mission statement, pillars of ongoing goals they hope to achieve, and a detailed org chart designating responsibility. There is clear accountability throughout. The sponsored individuals are also held accountable and provided tools to help them stay focused. One of the key elements of the program is the mothers groups, the primary way parents and guardians participate in Unbound. Organized and encouraged by local staff, These small groups of 13 to 30 mothers from the same community meet regularly to encourage leadership, learning, entrepreneurship, accountability, and mutual support. They learn about goal setting, keeping a budget, and they proudly own passbooks to their very first bank savings accounts, through which they receive their sponsors' financial support. The budgeting and record keeping are impressive. For most of the women I spoke with, this is fairly new for them. And you can see the level of action planning, including timelines and outcomes. Over time, these women start businesses and become agents of change in their communities. We're at the Women's Cooperative in Legacy. This is where the women work together to help one another financially and set goals. They've all been super friendly and hospitable, as everyone has been. We've been doing a discussion with all the women here, Q&A with the Parenting Academy. These women were truly lovely and so very excited about their work together. They also proudly shared with me their certificates of accomplishment in the program. And this photo shows their resourcefulness, as this mom is wearing a parent group graduation gown she made from a garbage bag, with flowers made from plastic drinking straws. Here are a couple testimonials of Unbound sponsorship and parenting groups.
I am so thankful also that because of this sponsorship, my child is now in grade 12. This year will be on college.
Attending Parenting Academy has a profound impact, not only on my parenting, but also in my entire family dynamic. I've learned to create more positive and supportive environment at home, where open communications and mutual respect are valued. My children are more supportive and understanding, and our relationships have become more stronger.
Sponsoring an individual through Unbound is a mere $40 a month, something most of us can easily afford. For less than a meal out or a few stops at Starbucks, you can literally change the life trajectory of a person who is otherwise destitute to be poor. And how do you know your money will be well spent? I originally chose Unbound after researching their financials and their spending as a fiduciary. 90% of all funds are spent on the actual program, and Charity Navigator, GuideStar, and other organizations give Unbound a top rating. So what about results? Meet Jessa, an Unbound sponsored youth for several years. I spent about 45 minutes on her porch learning about her experience. She's in her third year of college studying architecture, and the drawings she showed me blew my mind. She's as poised and lovely as any young woman I've ever met. And her mom was especially proud of her. And remember John Mark, that cheerful young man from the home visit? He's enthusiastically off to college and wants to be a physical education teacher. Something not possible before Unbound. And what about Fairlyn, my own 15-year-old sponsored friend? We spent a day and a half together, and she was as shy as they come at our first meeting. She does want to be an accountant after all. But look at the transformation. As we spent time together and goofed around, she became more comfortable. We became better friends. And she even taught me a TikTok dance. Sponsoring an Unbound child is easy. I brought home 3 profiles of a boy, a girl, and an elder in the Philippines who are patiently waiting for their sponsors. Shane loves caring for dogs and cats and has more interests than you can count, including basketball, reading, drawing, singing, and dancing. His favorite subject is math. Krissa, or Kidda as she's called, is respectful and helpful and likes to assist Mom at home. She enjoys dancing, badminton, and volleyball and is a diligent student. And elders are often forgotten. Vicente is a 61-year-old man who enjoys listening to news broadcasts and describes himself as single and introverted, but looking forward to having an opportunity to make friends through Unbound. Or you can hop on the unbound.org website and use their filters to find the ideal friend for you. My 2025 awareness trip was joyous and fascinating. More importantly, it gave me insight and confidence in how Unbound is helping people throughout the world. I can tell you from experience, there are few things more rewarding than seeing a smile like this from a friend you've made thousands of miles away, and knowing that you have literally had a hand in changing their future.
I close my eyes and I can see the bullets waiting out for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the dawn, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. I'm